Do you know what you're really eating and how it might be affecting your health? This is a question that many of us might not ponder often enough. Our food choices, the everyday items we put on our plates, can have a significant impact on our health. In fact, many common foods we consume regularly have been linked to an increased risk of cancer. This video will delve into the heart of this matter, presenting a countdown of 10 such foods. We'll explore why these particular foods can be harmful, shedding light on the compounds they contain and the processes by which they're made, which contribute to their potential for increasing cancer risk. Knowledge is power, and understanding the impact of our dietary choices is a crucial step towards better health. So let's embark on this enlightening journey together. Stay tuned as we count down the top 10 cancer-causing foods that you should be wary of. Starting with number 10, we have smoked foods. Imagine a juicy smoked brisket or a tender smoked salmon. Sounds delicious, right? But here's the catch. The smoking process, particularly for meats, involves the use of nitrates and nitrites. These substances can form N-nitroso compounds, such as nitrosamines and nitrosamides, when exposed to high temperatures. Now, why should this concern you? Well, these compounds have been linked to an increased risk of gastrointestinal cancers, including stomach and colorectal cancer. It's a bit of a downer, we know, but being aware of these risks can help you make informed decisions about your diet. That doesn't mean you have to give up smoked foods entirely, but moderation is key. So the next time you're craving for that smoked meat, you might want to reconsider. Coming in at number 9 are farm-raised fish. These aquatic creatures are often fed an unnatural diet of pellets, which may contain everything from grains to antibiotics. This diet, so different from what they would eat in the wild, can lead to nutritional deficiencies in the fish and ultimately in us if we consume them. But that's not all. The aquaculture or fish farming industry often uses pesticides and other chemicals to keep diseases at bay in crowded conditions. These chemicals can linger in the fish and make their way onto our plates. Among these contaminants are heavy metals like mercury and polychlorinated biphenyls, or PCBs. Both of these have been linked to an increased risk of cancer. So next time you're at the supermarket or your favorite seafood joint, it's worth considering where your seafood comes from before you dig in. At number 8, we have fried foods. Picture this: a basket of golden fries or a crunchy fried chicken. Tantalizing, right? But here's a not-so-appetizing fact. When foods are deep-fried, they can generate a compound known as acrylamide. This compound forms when foods rich in carbohydrates, like potatoes, are cooked at high temperatures. And, unfortunately, acrylamide isn't just an innocent bystander. It's been linked to several types of cancer, including ovarian, kidney, and pancreatic cancer. But that's not all. Fried foods are also notorious for being high in unhealthy fats and calories. This can contribute to obesity, which is a well-established risk factor for various types of cancer. So, while that basket of fries or that piece of fried chicken may be calling your name, it's important to remember the potential health implications. It's clear that fried foods may satisfy your taste buds, but they're not doing your health any favors. At number 7, we have sugar. A sweet treat to many, but a stealthy foe when consumed in excess. High sugar intake is linked to chronic inflammation and insulin resistance. Why does that matter? Chronic inflammation is like a wildfire that never stops burning, causing damage to cells and tissues that can lead to cancer. Insulin resistance, on the other hand, is a condition where your body's response to insulin becomes weakened. This can lead to higher levels of insulin and insulin-like growth factors circulating in your blood, which may promote the growth of cancer cells. Moreover, obesity due to high sugar consumption is a well-established cancer risk factor. So while sugar might add a sweet note to your favorite foods and beverages, it's important to remember that high sugar intake can have serious health implications. Remember, a little sweetness goes a long way, especially when it comes to your health. At number 6, we're looking at hydrogenated oils or trans fats. These sneaky substances are often found in processed foods, from cookies to frozen pizzas. They're used to extend shelf life and provide a certain mouthfeel that consumers find appealing. But there's a darker side to trans fats. They're associated with chronic inflammation, a state where the body's defense system is constantly on high alert. This can damage cells and lead to diseases, including cancer. In addition, trans fats can increase levels of LDL cholesterol, often referred to as bad cholesterol. High LDL can cause plaque buildup in the arteries, but it also may contribute to cell proliferation, a process that can lead to tumor growth. So you see, these seemingly harmless ingredients can have a significant impact on our health. So the next time you're shopping, take a moment to check the labels. Moving on to number 6, we have microwave popcorn. Now, who doesn't love the convenience and the enticing aroma of microwave popcorn? But there's more to this popular snack than meets the eye. The bags that microwave popcorn comes in are often lined with chemicals like perfluorooctanoic acid, PFOA, and perfluorooctane sulfonate, PFOS. These chemicals are used to prevent oil from soaking through the packaging. The heat from the microwave can cause these chemicals to leach into the popcorn. What's concerning is that these chemicals have been linked to tumor development in animal studies. This doesn't mean that you need to give up popcorn altogether. You can always opt for air-popped popcorn or make it the old-fashioned way on the stovetop, which can be a healthier alternative. So, think twice before you pop that bag into the microwave. At number 4, we have soda. This sweet, fizzy beverage may seem harmless, but it's actually loaded with a surprising amount of sugar. Consuming high amounts of sugar not only contributes to weight gain and obesity, but it can also lead to insulin resistance, both of which are known risk factors for cancer. But the sugar isn't the only concerning component of soda. Many soda brands also use potentially harmful chemicals in their drinks. One such chemical is caramel color, which is commonly used to give sodas their distinct hue. Another is 4-methylimidazole, or 4-MEI, a byproduct of the caramel coloring process. Both of these chemicals have raised concerns among health experts for their possible links to cancer. So, the next time you feel parched and reach for a can of soda, remember, it's not just the sugar you should be worried about. It's clear that soda isn't the best choice when you're thirsty. Coming in at number 3 are processed foods. These often convenient and ready-to-eat items are notorious for their hidden health pitfalls. From your favorite bag of chips to that can of soup sitting in your pantry, processed foods are everywhere. They're packed with harmful compounds like nitrates and nitrites used as preservatives to extend shelf life. But here's the kicker. These compounds can form carcinogenic substances when digested. And that's not all. Processed foods also contain refined white flour and unhealthy fats, contributing to a diet that's low in nutrients and high in empty calories. This can lead to weight gain, a known risk factor for various types of cancer. And let's not forget the high sugar content, another accomplice in the obesity cancer link. Chemical additives, another common feature of processed foods, further tip the scale towards increased cancer risk. Remember, natural is always better. At number 2, we have white flour. Now, white flour is one of those seemingly harmless ingredients that's found in a lot of our favorite foods. But here's the rub. White flour is essentially refined wheat. During the refining process, the wheat's natural fiber, vitamins, and minerals are stripped away, leaving behind a product that's lacking in nutritional value. But that's not all. Consuming white flour can lead to a rapid spike in blood sugar, which over time can increase your risk of developing type 2 diabetes. But what does this have to do with cancer, you ask? Well, some studies suggest a link between type 2 diabetes and an increased risk of colorectal cancer. And here's another thing. White flour is often bleached with chemicals to achieve that pristine white color. These chemicals, too, have been linked to health concerns. So consider choosing whole grains over refined ones. They're packed with nutrients and fiber, making them a healthier choice all round. And finally, at number 1, we have red meat. Red meat, including beef, pork, and lamb, is a staple in many diets worldwide. However, its consumption has been linked to an increased risk of several types of cancer. This is due to its high content of saturated fats and heme iron. The high fat content can contribute to obesity, which is a known risk factor for various types of cancer. On the other hand, heme iron, the type of iron found in red meat, has been shown to damage the lining of the colon, leading to an increased risk of colorectal cancer. Additionally, cooking red meat at high temperatures can produce carcinogenic compounds, further increasing the risk. It's important to note that this doesn't mean you should completely eliminate red meat from your diet. However, moderation is key. Opt for lean cuts, limit your portion sizes, and consider alternative protein sources. It's clear that moderation is key when it comes to consuming red meat. So there you have it, the top 10 cancer-causing foods. From smoked foods laden with carcinogenic compounds to farm fish teeming with heavy metals and harmful chemicals. We've looked at the dangers of acrylamide in fried foods, the inflammatory and obesity-inducing effects of sugar, and the risks tied to hydrogenated oils or trans fats. We've explored the chemical hazards lurking in your microwave popcorn, the damaging ingredients in soda, and the numerous issues with processed foods. We've also covered the potential risks associated with white flour and red meat. These foods, while often delicious and convenient, come with a price. They can increase your risk of developing cancer, among other health issues. However, being aware of these risks empowers you to make healthier dietary choices. Opt for nutrient-rich foods, maintain a balanced diet, and lead a healthy lifestyle. Remember, your health is in your hands, and making informed dietary choices can go a long way in reducing your risk of cancer.